Before we get going into the video, my name is Brando for the new viewers. I'm the founder of Brandlux Media. We are an e-commerce growth agency. We've been able and so fortunate to work with 100 plus partners. And so the reason I started this channel is to document every framework that I know is proven to work and that actually work so that you can get some value from it and, hopefully make your business a success. With no further ado, I hope you enjoy this video. In this video, I'm going to talk about the exact Black Friday 2024 strategy that you should be using and utilizing for this Q4, this Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Just for those of you who don't know, I've worked with several companies. You can take a look at my other videos to see some case studies and some of the client results that we've been able to achieve, or just not necessarily client results, but just some clients that we've been able to serve over the last 7 years. And so what I'm gonna do in this video is literally get the best strategies that we've been using over the last 6 to 7 years and put them over here, so that you understand in this presentation, in this video, whatever you want to call it, so that you understand exactly what you should be doing with your Q4. I'm going to talk about email marketing, I'm going to talk about ads, I'm going to talk about frameworks here and there so that you can copy and paste this for your business and make some money. Okay, with no further ado, let's get right into the video. Great, so let's get right into the video. I'm going to talk about Black Friday, and as you can see, I have 4 or 5 principles that I'm going to talk about in this video. I'm also going to shift over to my Chrome tab and show you a couple of other things, a couple of other tools that I really advise you to use as we get into this Black Friday. Okay, but what we're going to talk about is how you should prioritize your time to scale profitably and successfully in this Q4. Essentially, today is November 11th. We basically have 20 more days until Black Friday, and it's the perfect, you're actually, maybe it's a bit too late. I should have done this video a bit earlier, but you can still prepare for it because the things and principles that I'm actually discussing are pretty like high level. It's just like the strategy and the approach that we currently use that just works well for us. Of course, there's a bunch of ways to do it, but I'm just sharing what strategies work for us. Now, first of all, and by the way, if you don't know who we are, as I mentioned before, you want to look at some of our case studies and know what type of clients that we work with, so you know that I'm qualified to speak about these things. If you are a new viewer, go look at my other YouTube videos. It's full of case studies of 6, 7, 8 figure brands. Okay, so let's get into it. The first principle that I'm going to talk about in this video, and some of these diagrams you may recognize, but by the way, I also received a comment that was like, why do you always show the same exact diagrams? First of all, every time I show a diagram, I also speak about different things. The diagram is just a foundation for me to have an argument and a visual representation of one thing that I want to talk about. So even if you see the diagrams, stick and watch the video until the end, because I'm also going to talk about multiple other principles as well. So scaling with image ads. The first thing that you should do, high leverage situation, is start cranking up image ads for Black Friday. And image ads are great because you can use tool like Creative OS, which I've mentioned many times before, and you can just use this tool, go in here, and first of all, you can take inspiration from brands like this. Basically go on Atria, and you can just do Black Friday and get inspiration from companies that are actually running Black Friday. You can actually also go here, I think it's the top picks. And you can find different types of promotion discounts. So there's gonna be like Black Fridays offers and templates over here. These are basically templates, right? Just like Creative OS, you can actually use these templates. I have to just remember how to do this, but you can basically go in here, click through the ad, and use this exact same template on Canva. And you can also use apps like Creative OS, which I talk about every single time, where you can just copy the template and use it. And so you can go and filter by Black Friday or deals or discounts, and it's going to be a huge time saver because it's going to allow you to just copy and paste the template. Sure, I'll show you. It's going to take like 3 seconds, but you can go here and filter by social proof, testimonial ads, features, benefits, collage, and also like other things like deals. I can just offer, right, and filter by something. And so you see, you're going to get so much inspiration. And then of course, as you scroll by, you'll also find like Black Friday deals. I just don't have it in front of me right now. Either way, this is what I would do to also get inspiration. But why should you do image ads? Because they're very easy and fast to do, easily replicatable with tools like this, because you can just copy the template. And just to show you very quickly what I mean by copying the template is that you can go in here and just click on one of these images and then you can just copy the template. You see, copy to Figma or edit to Canva. So you can actually copy and paste it in Figma, which is a great feature. Either way, let me just move on over here. And so I'm going to talk about this later. But either way, this is what I would do. So going back to the forum over here, run image ads. They're fast to do, and you can run, Black Friday image ads have great cost per clicks, high CTRs, and they work very, very well. I'm talking about image ads because it's something that many people don't actually do. So spend a lot of your time here. Have an editor do 50 image ads that you can test and scale your account with. Now, next thing that you should do is scale UGC fast. Now, the principle that I want to talk about here is basically scaling UGC by implementing things that you already, by working on spending your time on creators and concepts and scripts that you already know work. Now, overall, if there's one thing that you should focus on, by the way, I almost forgot to mention here, if you want the email strategy, the exact email template that we use for our clients, and kind of like sending volume and what am I saying? I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm talking about the Klaviyo structure of the emails. We have a specific sending procedure of when to send emails. Stick until the end because I'm going to talk about that. But if there's one thing that I want you to remember from this video, this entire video, if there's one thing that you need to remember, is that Black Friday and Q4 is a process where we don't want to test. We want to test maybe spend 20% of our time testing kind of new concepts to make sure that we have something, but 80% of our time should go towards retargeting, doing gifting angles because everybody buys during for gifting reasons, which is of course self-explanatory. And then number 3, the 80% should be scaling concepts that are already proven to work for you in your market, with your product, within your industry, within your niche, whatever. So we want to spend time on proven concepts. For Q1, Q2, and other seasons or quarters, you can maybe spend a little bit more time diversifying your ad spend and risking it a little bit more. But we don't want to risk the biscuit over here. We want to focus our time on resources and things that are already proven to work for us and that are very scalable. So that being said, what we want to do over here is have a very cool strategy with B-rolls that I explained a billion times. You probably know it if you're watching this video and you are a subscriber, where you just get B-rolls, pieces of footage from a lot of different creators, and you replicate concepts. So this is the strategy that I would use to scale. So look at your account, look at what was working before, and recreate that video through new videos, essentially. So if B-roll variation number 1, which has a specific storyboard, a specific creator, a specific hook, worked, replicate that exact same process with different creators, or replicate the exact same storyboard, so structure of the video, but maybe with different hooks that are maybe also better for Black Friday. Who knows, right? So this is what I would do, and it's also very cheap. I love this strategy very much because it just instead of paying $200 for one video and 3 hooks, you pay $200 for like 10, 20 different pieces of footage, B-rolls, 3 to 5 second videos. Then you have an editor. What I would do is basically go to your editor and say, hey, at Mr. Editor or Mrs. Editor, go and replicate this exact same winning ad with new B-rolls that we have. That's all I would do. And then 10x that and scale, because these are ads that obviously work and are proven to work. Same thing with scaling with creative concepts. What we want to do here, just like we're doing with creatives, we want to do this with we want to scale different creative concepts. So educational videos, us versus them, images, reviews, unboxing, it doesn't matter, images or videos or what type of videos, but with marketing angles that are already proven to work. So same exact principle. Q4 is exactly for this. So if marketing angle number 1 was giving you, it was still like decently profitable, but it wasn't the majority of your spend and your profit. Same thing with angle 3. Maybe those, put them on the side. If they're profitable and they're running, just keep them at that budget. Don't really focus too much on that, but just focus on scaling the marketing angle that allowed you to get the most profit. And this is how you should treat the account. Get that marketing angle and expand it and 50x it, 100x it with different creative concepts that you maybe, first of all, the ones that you've tested, right? Just like as I explained, the ones that you've tested that worked. And also maybe if you want to really test something, you can test a different creative concept, but within the same marketing angle that gave you the best results. This is what I would do. Okay, so you have different, advertorials, like professional videos, trending TikTok sounds, image grid, unboxing, reaction, ASMR. I loved ASMR. Us versus them, AI script, POV, before and afters. All of these are examples of creative concepts that you can scale within the same marketing angle. So this is exactly how I would do it, and you create your own, new batch of images and creatives. Okay. This, if there's one takeaway, once again, focus on what is already scaling and working in the account. From like a meta standpoint, I wouldn't really like the ad account structure, I wouldn't really complicate it there. You can run the same if you have like a CBO that's scaling, just like work on adding new ad sets, and just like you can also recreate the campaign from scratch. So like duplicating the CBO and literally creating ad sets. Each ad set is the marketing angle that is proven to work, and you just repurpose the ads for Black Friday. The other thing that you can do is literally just add new ad sets within your CBO, just duplicate the winning one and just change the ads for that are like more Black Friday friendly, if you want to do like branded Black Friday image ads, for example, right? So simplify the account, just focus on the creative. Always focus on the angles that are working well, and scaling with creative concepts so that you can easily scale the account instead of just worrying about the ad account structure too much. Okay, now let's talk about Klaviyo's strategy. Now, of course, if there's one thing that before getting into this, if there's one other thing that I want to talk about over here, is always try to brand your where is it, this one over here. Always try to brand this, have banners within your website that are very, very clear that it's Black Friday. Not only this top banner over here, actually like homepage banners on your entire website. Like everything should be branded with Black Fridays. Let me see what they're doing. They're doing quite well. Let me see how their product page looks like. But if they're not doing it, I also advise to do this, that if you're not, if you have like an image ad, also like brand it over here with Black Friday, like on the sides, or just make it like Black Friday friendly, if you know what I'm talking about. Okay, that's one thing that I would do. Let me see. Yeah, they also have a Black Friday collection page, so also adding this is really, really important. Just everything added that is basically where they're offering the discount and the Black Friday deal. They basically create a special collection so that it's very easily to navigate and find the products that have the discounts, etc., etc., etc. Okay, hopefully this makes sense. Now, let's move on over here. Let's actually talk about one extra thing. When do we start the sales? Or let me actually share over here, because I'm going to talk about that. But everybody asks me, okay, when do we actually start the sale? Can we do pre-Black Friday? Can we do we only run Black Friday when it's actually Black Friday? How do we structure this on the website? So to give you a quick answer, we have some clients that actually have, they do pre-Black Friday. And because they're maybe not like an 8-figure brand, and they're like, they don't really care too much about that side, in a super extensive way, or it's not really important to them, they basically do like pre-Black Friday, and they brand it as pre-Black Friday. And so when it's Black Friday, they just change the branding. And most of these clients are just finding new customers, and so their acquisition, their new customer acquisitions strategy works because it's mostly for new customers. For like brands that have a lot of returning customers, you obviously cannot really do that, because your brand reputation is going to go down if you have repeat customers coming along and they see pre-Black Friday, and then they see like Black Friday running the same exact deal, and and you're promising, maybe when you do the pop-up, right, you're giving them other expectations. Like, don't do the shady stuff. It's not good for your reputation. Okay, what I would do if I were you is that I wouldn't really run too much pre-Black Friday. I would build the momentum towards the Black Friday week. Okay, have I also run pre-Black Friday? Yes, we have, but it just really depends on the situation that you're in and how you want to risk it and how you want to run it. And also, like, pre-Black Friday doesn't necessarily mean that you have to like run crazy promises. You just open the Black Friday deals earlier, right? Which can also really work well. So that depends from you. But let's talk about email marketing and how we structure that, because as I said, the big majority of what we want to do, of things that we want to do during Black Friday, Cyber Monday week, or just in November in general and the holidays, is focus on retargeting and offers that are proven. So what we would do is that we would go into the account. of a client and try to understand what were the best deals and offers that they ran, and we tried to make it better for the year, the next year. So in this case, this year that's coming up. And so what we want to do is during Black Friday. So as you know, Black Friday here is in starts is Friday, of course, the 29th of November. So what we want to do is start with some teaser emails that can introduce an early access. And an early access is basically an opportunity to do like a Black Friday session before it actually goes live to like VIP exclusive, your list, your email list, right? Your exclusive subscribers, right? And essentially how you frame it is like you have to create some sort of urgency and scarcity as you build up the momentum, where you can do something like, since we're expecting a bunch of orders, we are actually opening early access for dedicated or like VIP customers like yourself, and you can get the opportunity to order now in case things stock out and there's fulfillment issues, and you cannot order your product anymore, or there's too much demand. You can kind of come up with these strategic moves and scarcity and urgency type of deals. And so the first email should be a teaser explaining, we're actually ordering, ready to open early early access for the Black Friday deals for special subscribers. And so you do like two teasers, one on the 22nd, one on the 24th, a couple days later, right? And then you actually open up early access email 1, which goes on the 25th, and then you open it, you send the same exact email but on the PM, so in the afternoon. And so this email is basically, hey, as you know, as I explained in my the teaser emails and the first two emails, you've been selected within to access early, to get access to our Black Friday deals early, because you're a VIP customer because of XYZ reasons. And so here's the offer for you. You can go in and purchase. And so what you can do here is that you can actually send them to a dedicated landing page that is special to them. And so the page would basically be normal, but instead of just having the normal branding, it would be like early access, like super special, and then you have a countdown timer. And what we like to do is actually do these timers on the emails as well. So you can install apps and extensions in your Klaviyo and integrate it, where you can have like banners or time, or I'm not even sure. You can also, I think, do it within Klaviyo. I don't remember right now on the top of my head. But you can have like timers for early access. And so you send people from here. Let me just do it here. Early access landing page offer. And so you have an offer where you just send traffic to, right? Just like this. And so people people for the early access basically email just go to the early access landing page offer, and something that is hidden, not everybody sees it, right? It's super exclusive just for the email list. Okay, you do the same thing with early access final call. And so this is just another reminder, and you want to send one reminder on the 26th, and then one reminder on the 27th, and then early access final reminder, one more on the 27th. Okay, and so I think this was duplicate. I think we only send one. I have to double check, but if you can send multiple emails, just make sure to segment them. So if people already maybe bought, this is really important actually. If people bought from the early access, we don't want to resend them the same emails. We want to exclude the buyers for these types of purchasers. Exclude the buyers that bought from this email, which you can do on Klaviyo. Okay. Next thing is that Black Friday is sneak peek. So the 28th is basically the day before. We want to send kind of like a teaser email, just like we did over here. And once again, we can like segment buyers. Like we have a client that it doesn't make sense for them to send multiple emails to like existing buyers, because if they buy within 30 days, they're most like 95% of their customers only buy once a year, and so it doesn't really make sense to them. So based on their criteria, they would exclude all customers within a determined time period. But what we like to do generally is just send it to the entire list and do certain segmentations if they bought recently, right? And we send it to the entire list Black Friday 28th, and then Black Friday email 1 is the 29th as well. Sorry, this is the actual Black Friday deal. Everything is live, and we send 3 emails, Black Friday email 3. Yeah, we send basically 4 emails, 2 in the morning and 2 in the afternoon. Send them between 4 to 6 hour intervals if you can, maybe one at 8, one at 12, one at 4, and one at 8 in the evening, something like that. And then we have a Black Friday last chance, which is the day after, and then we we carry it on. We are carrying on the sale for Cyber Monday, which of course you guys know. And this is how it works. Cyber Monday email 1, Cyber Monday email last chance. We always have a last chance for whatever it is, whether it's the early access or Black Friday or Cyber Monday. We always give an extra day or last chance either within the day or the day after to actually get the offer. And then we also have an extended Cyber Monday, just like we did with Black Friday the day after over here. Last chance. And so, but it's just extended because it's the day after, right? Or 2 days after. Okay, so this is actually how it works. It's very, or in this scenario, we did, 1 day after. So this is how it works. Keep it very simple. Make sure, if there's one thing that I advise that I've noticed that works very, very well, is that if you keep these, like the sales emails, like for Black Friday, just text only, just like with a discount code, very simple, very clean. Those tend to work better, I've seen. What I advise you to do in the teaser emails is that you can keep that style, but you can also, maybe in the early access, brand them a bit more with timer. Like you can do the timer also over here, but don't go crazy with like designs. At the end of the day, we want them, they already know that deals are coming off. And also having like a text only with maybe a timer on the top, very simple, like personal email where you're sending and speaking, addressing the customer as if you're just writing them a normal warm email, will actually allow you to stand out. Now, do we do that for all clients? We don't. It really depends. This year, we're gonna shift more towards that because we want to be different from all the other Black Friday emails that they're receiving. And so we want to be different. We know that they work, and so we're testing it for this client. But also within these reminders, we also want to test like normal branded emails that look super sexy and cool and professional. We want to do a mix of both. Okay, this is my advice for the Black Friday timeline. These things really work if you do them well. Make sure that your sending reputation is good. All of your emails are good. Also, you should also do the low scale of this on SMS. So instead of doing 4 reminders for the early bird, just do 1 text message where you remind them. I would also do the same exact process for SMS, but once again, be very careful with like sending too many, because then people can actually sue you and it's not good. It's not good for the reputation of your account, and it's not good. So do less on SMS, but still do it, okay? So this is essentially what I would do. Focus on image ads because they're easy to replicate on Black Friday type of ads. Focus on scaling your UGC with proven concepts. Focus on scaling more creatives with proven marketing angles, the green one over here. Focus on the things that actually work, and then focus on finalizing following this exact strategy, which has been proven to work by us with other clients also last year. So this is a great opportunity for you to create these. It doesn't take too much time. Probably in 3-4 days you can have this entire process done and scheduled. Okay, just schedule it. Make sure that you segment with the right customers so that you don't fuck it up. And good luck. Let me know how it goes. Let me know if you have any questions before actually Black Friday comes in. And yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you so much, and see you in the next one. Bye. On a side note, before I end it off here, if you actually own an e-commerce business and you want your business and your brand to be audited, we can just hop on a call, hop on a free strategy session with myself or one of my team members, and we can pretty much have a conversation about your roadmap towards next year and how perhaps you can reach your goals. The conversation is very laid back. It's honestly just to understand if there's an opportunity for us to do even business together one day. Okay? With no further ado, thank you once again, and who knows, maybe see you in the next masterclass.